The Book of the Damned, by Charles Hoyfort, Chapter 12J. Our general expression that everything in intermediateness is not a thing, but is an endeavor to become something, by breaking away from its continuity, or merging away with all other phenomena, is an attempt to break away from the very essence of the relative existence and become absolute, if it have not surrendered to, or become part of, some higher attempt. That to this process there are two aspects. Attraction, or the spirit of everything to assimilate all other things, if it have not given in or subordinated to, or have not been assimilated by, some higher attempted system, unity, organization, entity, harmony, equilibrium. And repulsion, or the attempt of everything to exclude or disregard the unassimilable universality of the process. Anything conceivable. A tree. It is doing all it can to assimilate substances of the soil and substances of the air, and sunshine, too, into tree substance. Obversely it is rejecting or excluding or disregarding that which it cannot assimilate. Cow grazing, pig rooting, tiger stalking, planets trying, or acting, to capture comets, rag pickers and the Christian religion, and a cat down head first in the garbage can, nations fighting for more territory, sciences prelating the data they can, trust magnates organizing, chorus girl out for a little late supper, all of them stopped somewhere by the unassimilable chorus girl and the broiled lobster. If she eats not shell and all, she represents universal failure to positivize. Also, if she does, she represents universal failure to positivize. Her ensuing disorders will translate her to the negative absolute, or science and some of our cursed hard-shell data. One speaks of the tutelarian as if it were something distinct in itself. So one speaks of a tree, a saint, a barrel of pork, the Rocky Mountains. One speaks of missionaries, as if they were positively different, or had an identity of their own, or were a species by themselves. To the intermediatist, everything that seems to have identity is only attempted identity, and every species is continuous with all other species, or that which is called the specific is only emphasis upon some aspect of the general. If there are cats, their only emphasis upon universal felinity. There is nothing that does not partake of that of which the missionary, or the tutelary, is the special. Every conversation is a conflict of missionaries, each trying to convert the other, to assimilate, or to make the other similar to himself. If no progress be made, mutual repulsion will follow. If other worlds have ever in the past had relations with this earth, they were attempted positivizations, to extend themselves, by colonies, upon this earth, to convert, or assimilate, indigenous inhabitants of this earth.